That's right.
So, Isaiah 1 and 3, and we're going back in. You got it. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3.
This is Bible prophecy about us as a people. This is Bible prophecy. Let's read. Let's see if we fit the prophecy. Come on.
The ox knows his owner.
God says an ox knows his owner, knows who his master is. An ox is a brute animal, right? Strong, brute force, but doesn't have a lot of smarts, right? So you ever heard you're dumb as an ox? You heard that phrase, right? God is comparing us to a dumb, brute animal.
Right.
As a people, we're a dumb people. You got to be dumb as hell to kill your own brother, sell your mama crack, prostitute your own sister.
Right.
You got to be dumb as hell. To loot and destroy your own property, your own community. You got to be dumb as hell.
That's right.
So read that again.
The ox knows his owner.
So God is looking about us, right? He said the ox knows his owner. He knows who his master is. Come on.
And the ass his master's crib.
Now an ass is a donkey, right? It's now a donkey is a hard-working animal.
Right.
But it's stubborn as hell. It's stubborn as hell. So God is comparing us to a dumb and stubborn animal. As black people, we are stubborn as hell. You can't tell a black man nothing.
Right.
We ain't even gonna talk about the black woman. You can't tell her a damn thing.
Right.
We dumb and stubborn people, right? Come on.
But Israel.
He said, but Israel. So imagine, this dumb and stubborn animal, they know where they belong. They know who their master is. They know how to get back home. A dumb and stubborn animal, they know how to get back home. But you Israelites, you so-called African Americans,
do not know.
He said, we don't know.
My people do not consider.
So God said, look, you can take a donkey miles away from his home and he's still gonna get back home.
Right.
But you take black people away from their home and they don't know how to get back home. And not only that, we don't even consider where home is.
Teach us.
Where is home? What is our motherland? Where do we come from? Let's get that. Galatians 4:26. God we fit that prophecy because we don't know who we are today. The majority of our people don't know who we are. Majority of our people don't know our nationality, don't know what our custom is, our heritage, because that heritage has been taken away from us because of our disobedience to God's law. All right, where do we come from? What would you say our motherland is? What would you say? Africa.
Bring it out.
Right? So now, mind you, Africa is a continent with over 50-something countries in that thing.
Right.
Over I think hundreds, if not thousands of different dialects of languages, right? Because that's a part of a heritage too, your language, what language you speak, right? So now, Africa, what part of Africa? The Bible got the answer. Come on.
It's the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem.
But what?
But Jerusalem.
Where's Jerusalem? They call it the Middle East, right? But where is it really? It's really a part of Africa. But before the 1800s or when was that, the 1800s? Late 1800s, early 1900s, somewhere in there. You look up the Suez Canal. The so-called white man built that canal, separating Egypt, separating the land of the mass of Africa from actual Jerusalem, all right? But it was always a part of Africa, because remember, when the Israelites, our forefathers, came out of the land of Egypt under Pharaoh, right? We went into the where? The wilderness, right? Did we take a boat? Moses led us out of the wilderness, right? We walked across, right?
That's right.
But today you can't do that because they put that Suez Canal there to cut off the lands from each other, all right? But originally it's a part of Africa, but they cause confusion, all right? They cause confusion to keep us dumbed down because they know if you want to hide something from a Negro, you put that thing where? In a book.
That's right.
Because we don't like reading, all right? So let's get it.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
So Jerusalem is above all lands and is free, come on.
Which is the mother of us all.
So Jerusalem is the motherland. Think about it like this, bro. There's a people on earth that don't have a homeland. We don't have a homeland, right?
Right.
We don't have a land that call our own, that where we derive from, right? So now you think about it. It's the people that don't have a land to call their own, And there is a land that multiple people are fighting over. There's a land that multiple people are fighting over. When you look in Israel, right? You got the so-called Israeli white man, right? And then you got the Palestinians, the so-called Arab. You got two different nations of people fighting over a land, claiming it to be theirs when it's really not neither one of them.
Right.
It's your land, bro.
If I had a choice of where I wanna be, you can see me running to the battleground. Front line, first infantry. I wanna be the first one there to get down. I would die on a daily. I'm coming up to sacrifice me right now. Put me in the army of the Most High. Put me in the army of the Most High. Milk dripping from my cheek, but I put down the rattle, for thou was girding me with strength for the battle. God handed me.
They took us from that land. In 70 AD, we had to flee when Rome came against us. Look up this history. But you're going to see a lot of white faces. So what you're going to have to do is take those white faces off and put black face on it. You got to put your face on it. Your father, your mother, your sister, your brother on it. Because those are our people that fled from that land, and we fled further into Africa. All right? This is history that they don't want us to know. Somebody got Babylon and Timbuktu? Somebody got Babylon and Timbuktu. Give me that book, all right? But let's go back. Find out. Get that book for me if we got it. Get Jeremiah 17:4. So I'm telling you about our history, right? They don't teach us. They teach us their story. Because if you win the war, you can create history how you want to. You can tell your story how you tell it.
Bring it out.
When you control, right? In control, can't nobody tell you nothing.
Right.
You can create all type of lies.
Right.
All right, and rewrite history the way you want to, and teach the people, and they ain't got nothing to say because they don't know no better, right? So now, give me Jeremiah 17. You got it? Okay. I want to get the how we was in Africa. Page what was it? 84. That's it right there. I want to show you that history, right? Read this first though.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So God said, even you, each and every last one of us, shall discontinue from our heritage. What is our heritage? What is a heritage? What is heritage? What encompasses heritage? When you think of that, when you think of the word heritage, what comes to mind? Your race? What else? Your ancestors? How about your language, your customs, whether your feast days, holy days, or what they call today, holidays, right? That would be a part of your heritage, right? The customs you keep, the language you speak, the foods you eat, that's all a part of your heritage.
That's
right. Read that again.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
God said, what does it mean to discontinue? Disconnect.
Right.
Stop. End. He said you was going to be disconnected from your heritage. Now let's look around Oakland. Let's look around wherever black people dwell.
Right.
Are we disconnected from our heritage? Are we disconnected? Because remember, heritage, right, is your race. Heritage is your language, your land. Have we not been disconnected from our own language, from our race? We've been disconnected.
Bring it out.
Our ancestors didn't walk around speaking English. English is from Europe. Our ancestors didn't walk around calling themselves black African American.
Right.
Get that. We didn't walk around calling ourselves African American or black. Guess what? Our heritage today is what? Rap music, twerking, sagging your pants, gang banging. That's our culture today. Those are the customs we keep today. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. That's what we keep today. But that's not our God-given heritage. That's not what God gave us from the beginning. But when we was in slavery, he took it away from us because we disobeyed his commandments.
Bring it out.
I'm going to show you that. Come on, read that.
Sirach chapter 17 and verse 11.
So remember, he said, matter of fact, hold that, let's finish this verse and then we're going to go back.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
So God said we wasn't gonna learn our heritage no more.
Right.
Our language, we wasn't gonna have that no more. Our culture, we wasn't gonna have it. Whatever customs we kept, we wasn't gonna have that no more. The language that our ancestors spoke, we wasn't gonna have that no more.
That's
right? Come on.
That I gave thee.
Because He gave it to us. He gave us a culture. He gave us our heritage. He gave us a language. He gave us a race. He gave us an identity to separate us from everybody else.
Teach, Chuck.
And I will cause thee
Not only did He take away our heritage from us, come on,
to serve thy enemies.
He said He was going to make us serve our enemies. Do friends tell friends? Do friends call you nigger and whoop you on the back? Do friends lynch you?
Make it
So
plain.
He said, I was going to make you serve your enemy.
Right.
Right? Did we have to serve anybody? We didn't never serve, as a people, we never served nobody.
Bring it out. Pick it up.
Take a look.
That's right.
This is where we got these images. Hold on. This is why we got these images out here.
That's right.
These are historical images. Facts. This is not how we feel. This is what happened, right?
Teach right here.
Slave ships, look at it, packed us in there like sardines. Take a look at this, sis. Was we not put on slave ships, sis? Sis, wasn't we put on slave ships?
Sister O.
Right, Sister O. My name is Ezra. Nice to meet you, sis. Take a look at this. Didn't we not get whipped on our back?
Bring it out.
Right, with whips. They was taking all their anger out on us.
Right.
You seen the movie Django, 12 Years a Slave, Roots, right? You seen that, right? They were, your name is Toby, Kuta, Kinte, what? All that blood spattering, that's something that actually happened. That was history that actually was depicted.
Bring it out.
That they depicted to show us in there. And they put it in our faces, and guess what? We don't think nothing about it. We'll get mad, we'll get angry, but instead of actually changing our ways, cleaning up our streets, we go dirty them up. Not only that, we get high, we get drunk.
Right.
And now, when I'm high and drunk, my perception is altered. Now, my brother stepped on my shoe, now I got to kill him.
Right.
Now I got to kill him. He looking at my girl, now I got to kill both of them. Because we out here high and drunk, destroyed as a people.
Teach.
Destroyed, not knowing who we are. Not knowing that Christ and God look like you.
Right. Bring it out.
Read that.
I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
He said, I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies. God said that. Come on.
In the land which thou knowest not.
Did we know the land of America before we was brought here on cargo slave ships?
Talk to him.
What's the Bible talking about? Because we're reading the Bible. Show them that, bro. Show them the front page of that. That thing says the Holy Bible.
What?
That's the Holy Bible we're reading.
Bring it out.
And mind you, we're reading your history.
That's
It
right.
lines up perfectly with the Bible. Perfectly with the Bible. Why are they not teaching us this in the church? Why? Because they're teaching away evangelism.
That's right.
When the Christian church, Baptist, Pentecostal, Apostolic, when it was set up, we was in slavery.
Right.
And whatever the slave master was, we had to be.
Right.
Yeah. Did you see that movie, Birth of a Nation? They was using Nat Turner as a puppet, right? They was go to all these, misuse these scriptures. Don't teach them none of this.
Right.
Revolt, rebel. Don't teach them none of this about oppression and whatnot. Teach them slaves obey your masters.
Teach.
That's what he was serving. It didn't say slaves. It says servant obey your master. That's what
Right.
it says. Servant. Because that was a part of our custom. If you owe me money and couldn't pay me back, now you got to become my servant and work it off. But they twisted the scripture because we didn't know no better. We couldn't read or write. But they used like that brother right there to manipulate the mind of the people. And all these different religions set up today was set up when we was in slavery. So if Master was a Baptist, we had to be a Baptist.
That's right.
Master was a Catholic, we had to be a Catholic.
Bring it
Mind
out.
you, a lot of our people was getting sold to multiple different slave plantations, right?
That's right.
So guess what? If this master was a Lutheranist,
Right.
you was a Catholic before, but now you got to learn the doctrine of the Lutherans, or evangelistic, or Episcopalian.
Teach, huh?
That's why we so confused today as a people. We don't know. All right? Is that finish that out?
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
So We pissed God off.
Right.
Because we're not keeping his commandments.
Right.
We're pissed him off as a people. Now let's get that. Drop everything else.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.